The stage is set and the race is on. Victory for Ted Cruz in the Republican camp, but it's a dead heat for the Democrats at the Iowa Caucus. Also on today's program, I'll be talking corruption, conflicts and Russia with Georgia's former president and current governor of Odessa Oblast, Mikhail Saakashvili. And in picture this, the world's largest annual migration gets underway for the Lunar New Year. Hello and welcome to the Newsmakers with me, Imran Garta. The day after the night before, the Iowa Caucus results are in and the stage is set for the U.S. presidential election race. For the Republicans, there was upset in the Trump camp after Ted Cruz defied predictions and took down the businessman, winning 28% of the vote to Donald Trump's 24%. Victory too for Marco Rubio, who finished just a whisker behind Trump, showing the third-placed contender is still very much in the Republican race. But for the Democrats, the takeaways were less clear. Clinton and Sanders came neck and neck in a virtual Democratic dead heat, with Hillary just edging past Sanders after winning not one, but 6 coin tosses. One thing that is clear on both sides of the political spectrum, the next few months will be a hotly fought contest during the build-up to the 2016 presidential election. As we analyze and debate the results, our newsmaker today is perhaps Iowa's biggest winner, Ted Cruz.
Tonight is a victory for the grassroots.
The race to be the next president of the United States is on.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They told me I needed to wait my turn.
Iowa, thank you. Our next president.
Republican Ted Cruz has won the Iowa Caucus with 28%.
Tonight is a victory for courageous conservatives across Iowa and all across this great nation.
He beat his rival and once frontrunner Donald Trump, who received 24%.
I absolutely love the people of Iowa.
But the race was tight, with the third candidate, Marco Rubio, trailing Trump by just 1%.
For months they told us we had no chance.
In the Democrat camp, the result has been described as a virtual tie, with Hillary Clinton winning by only a fraction of 1%. The Iowa caucuses are different to a primary. Voters have to be at a specific precinct at a specific time. The Republicans vote with a secret ballot. The votes are counted and announced publicly, and then added to the state results. Republican delegates are bound by the caucus results. The Democrats have a more complicated process. People physically indicate their vote by standing in a specific area. If a candidate doesn't get more than 15%, they are eliminated. Their supporters can then join another candidate's corner or remain uncommitted. But the Democrat results aren't binding for delegates. The race for the presidential nominee is tighter than ever, and the focus is on the direction Iowa has set for the rest of the campaign. But how did Iowa assume such an important role in the US presidential race? And is it deserved?
Thank you all so much!
1976, presidential hopeful Jimmy Carter set his sights on Iowa. It was the second time the state had been the first to vote. He spent a year on grassroots campaigning in the hope the media coverage of being the first winner would propel his campaign. His strategy paid off. Since then, Iowa has been the caucus most coveted and courted